order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Of course. It's as the witness says. Edgeworth is really looking a little shaken up. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. I think Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving.
Ugh, what do I do now?
Testify again! Testify again! Testify again! I'd like you to testify again!
Testify again?
Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. I think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I have said before. The truth. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time.
Damn! Damn! To come so far, only to fall. As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Objection!
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Oh, Edgeworth, you're starting to become comical. Cool. Not like he hasn't already.
I see. Very well.
Objection!
Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again! I just said that. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness! I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we've have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about?
Well, yes. Indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo. Yes. Edgeworth is starting to act like right now. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Humph. Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But... Wasn't he the one that said he always gets the guilty verdict? After all that... Edgeworth. After finding the body. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying, "He did it!" I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see no issue raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're really close. Really close. She may be acting tough right now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need to twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right.
I was just so Sal and old bag. The security lady when we found the phone.
Hold it! What time was that?
We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then.
When exactly did you arrive? You and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio.
About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you.
Hold it! Where were the other employees when you got to the studio?
They weren't there yet.
Well, then you could have put Hammer in the costume with Salmonella's help.
Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy.
Boy? I freaking hate being unappreciated. Like, underappreciated or whatever. Freaking boy, kid. Ugh. The witness will continue her testimony.
The assistant was there too. Only Powers was—
Hold it! Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct?
So he says.
Did no one go to call him?
Remember?
Remember what?
There was a dead body lying in front of us. Yet you expect me to be calm?
You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Hold it. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around?
The other way around?
You discovered a murdered body, and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez?
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one was there thinking. Very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out.
You sure about that?
We often left him on the bus when shooting at the location. No one noticed that he was missing.
What? Poor Powers! Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue.
I've immediately called the police. Then Powers—
Hold it! What was everyone else doing at the time?
No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence.
Dead silence.
Silent! Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it.
Hold it! Oldbag, the security lady,
Quit thinking and say something before they ask you why'd you hold it. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seemed to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Mr. Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceeding. Oh, hold it. Hold it, why? You asked to be left out? Yes. It seemed that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. Yeah, I don't like it at all. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were very nice enough to understand that, since we were in a meeting. There was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you. Or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot writing on it, with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get the script and direction. Hold it. Why? The script in your direction notes? A murder just happened. Why do you care about that? Yes, they're very quiet, valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Oh, whoa, wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? Well, there was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Is it just me, or am I the only one thinking that that sounds wrong? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please continue. Hold it! Yeah! Thank you, Edgeworth. Your Honor! I have an objection with the witness's last statement. Huh? Think, right? Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have known. She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Thank you, Edgeworth.
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense?
Oh, hey Edgeworth, you wanna join my we can be Wright and Edgeworth. Wright, Edgeworth and Co. law offices. I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in the cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? This whole court is out of order. No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. You just screwed up, Vasquez, for the final time.
Objection!
You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers! What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself!
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I've already said it was Sal who told me. That's right! He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning as well. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You heard Manella wrong! You must have heard Manella wrong. Even though he said Mr. Powers was injured. Yeah, you thought he was talking about Mr. Hammer. Now that you mention it. Yes, I believe you're right. I'm sure that was what happened. Yeah! Nick? You're supposed to be putting her on the spot, not helping her! Oh, right. I kinda talked myself out of that one, didn't I? Quick, start over! You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes!
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?